Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick review again with you of how to write equations from word problems. We did do a day's lesson on this, but I wanted to do it again. And for the first part of class today, we're just going to review this since our test is Wednesday. So remember, just underline important things and remember how to translate. Okay, Andy's rental car charges an initial fee of $20 plus an additional $30, there's that word per day, to rent a car. Buddy's car rental charges an initial fee of $36 plus an additional $28 per day. So you have Andy's rental car place and Buddy's. So for Andy's, your initial fee is $20 plus $30 per day. So I'm going to use D for day. And per, that means 30 gets the variable. It's times. 30 per day. And then Buddy's is an initial fee of $36 plus an additional $28 per day. And the question says, for what number of days is the total cost charged by the companies the same? And we've talked about when it says the same, you put both companies equal to each other and you solve. All right, so there's no distributing, but there's no combining like terms, but I do need to get variables to one side. So subtract 28D, subtract 28D. 20 plus 2D equals 36. Now we move the constant. Subtract the constant over, and we get 2D equals 36 minus 20 is 16, divided by 2, and we find that D equals 8. So what does that mean? It means that if you use Andy's rental car, or if you use Buddy's rental car, you're going to pay the same amount for 8 days. So the answer is 8 days. Now, let's plug that back in. See if I can get a different color here. All right. So if we go and we plug 20 plus 3 or 30 times 8, we get 20 plus 240, which is $260. It cost 8 days to go to Andy's. If we plug it in right here, we get 36 plus 28 times 8 equals 224 plus 36 equals 260. And just like we said, no matter which company you use, if you're going to rent the car for 8 days, it's $260. So when is one company better than the rest? Better than the other? Well, if we try 9 days, let's do 20 plus 30 times 9. That's going to be 20 plus 270, which is $290. Now let's do Buddy's. 36 plus 28 times 9. 36 plus 28 times 9, and we get, 36 plus 28 times 9, and we get $288. So if you rent for more than 8 days, your best bet is going to be Buddy's, this rate. If you go less than 8 days, your best bet is going to be Andy. Okay. All right, let's move to number 2. A water tank holds 256 gallons. So it's got 256 gallons of water. It's leaking at a rate of 3 gallons, there's that word per week. So we have this water tank. It has 256 gallons. Leaking means subtract 3 gallons per week, W for week. A second water tank holds 384 gallons, and it's leaking at a rate of 5 gallons per week. So it's leaking at a rate of 5 gallons per week. After how many weeks will the amount of water, blah, 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 be the same? Put an equals in between. And let's solve. So we don't need to distribute. We cannot combine like terms. On the left side, nothing to combine. The right side. Now we need to move variables to one side because we have W's on both sides. Add 5W, add 5W. 256 plus 2W equals 384. Move the constant. 384 minus 256, 128. And when we divide by 2, we get 64. So, after how many weeks will the amount of water in the two tanks be the same? Well, W means weeks, so after 64 weeks. Then they will both have leaked some water, but at the 64-week mark, they'll have the same amount of water in the tank. All right, last one. At Silver Gym, this is Silver Gym, membership is $25 per month, and personal training sessions are $30 each. So there's your each, your per, okay? At Fit Factor, membership is $65 per month, and personal training sessions are $20 each. Now this is confusing because for Silver Gym, it says the membership is $25 per month. We have a per there, and then we have a $30 each. So which one do you multiply with the variable? But then the question says in 1 month. So it's $25 per month. So that's going to be 25 just for that 1 month. And that means plus, you've got to pay 30 each per training session. So 30 each for the personal training session. And then at Fit Factor, you've got to pay $65 a month just for that 1 month, but then you're paying 20 each for the personal training. And of course, how many personal training sessions to make the total cost be equal? So we put it equals in between and we go solve. So get variables to one side. 25 plus 10p equals 65. Subtract 25, move the constant. 10p equals, and then the last thing is to divide. And so when will it, so at 4 personal training sessions, it won't matter what gym you go to because you're going to pay the same whether you're at Silver Gym or Fit Factor. All right, so there's a reviews. That will help you work on your workbook pages. 201 to 202, I think, are the pages. It might be 200 to 201. I can't remember, but I've posted them in the modules if you're at home and you don't have your workbook. All right.